As part of its proactive efforts to fight against corruption and maintain public integrity, the Central Vigilance Commission has evolved various strategies. One of its prime activities is the observance of Vigilance Awareness Week, an annual initiative undertaken to promote awareness and foster the commitment to integrity in governing bodies. Good afternoon, one and all. Welcome to the talk program organized as part of observance of Vigilance Awareness Week 2023. This year, the Commission has marked the week from 30th October to 5th November to be observed as Vigilance Awareness Week, correlating it with the birthday week of Sardar Sarabhai Patel, one of India's greatest leaders. All ministries, departments, and organizations are encouraged to actively participate in this campaign in line with this year's theme, Say No to Corruption, Commit to the Nation. Let us begin the program by invoking the blessings of God Almighty. May I call on stage Srimati Parvati for the invocation.
Akhila chara chara rakshaka deva Akamariyangale palikya deva Azhalage neeki anganandamege Sakala saubhagyangale gedam nityam ക്രിസ്തുവും കൃഷ്ണനും അല്ലാവും നീയേ നിസ്തുല സ്നേഹ നിലയനും നീയേ സൃഷ്ടിയും രക്ഷയും സംഹാരമേളം ഇഷ്ടപദിശാനിൻ ലീലാ വിശേഷം അഖില ചരാചര രക്ഷക ദേവാ അകമഴിഞ്ഞങ്ങളെ പാലിക്ക ദേവാ.
Thank you, Parvati. May I request Sri B. Anil Kumar, Senior Head Personal and General Administration, to formally welcome the gathering.
Good afternoon to all. Most respected Director VSSC Dr. S. Unnikrishnan Nair sir, Chief guest for today's event, former DGP of Kerala, Sri Rishiraj Singh sir, IPS, retired. Chief Controller and Vigilance Officer VSSC, Sri Manoj sir, ITS. Associate Director Projects, Dr. Adimurthy sir, VCMC members, students from VSS Central School, senior officers, award winners both from VSS Central School and employees of VSSC, officers and staff watching this program, offline mode and online mode. Once again, good afternoon to all. Corruption is defined as dishonest and unethical conduct by a person entrusted with the possession of authority, either to obtain benefit for oneself or to some other persons. It has not only a negative effect in social dynamics, but also erodes established value systems in the country. Corruption undermines political development, democracy, economic development, environment, people's health, and much, much more. It is also one of the reasons for poverty. Therefore, corruption is considered as anti-poor, anti-growth, anti-investment, and anti-development. The Central Vigilance Commission has the mandate to fight against corruption and ensure integrity in public administration. The Commission is entrusted with monitoring the vigilance activities under the Government of India departments and giving directions or guidance to the authorities in the central government and institutions under the central government for making policy decisions, implementing, reviewing the vigilance activities so as to effectively change and implement the governance. The Vigilance Awareness Week is organized every week or observed every week during the week in which 31st October, the birthday of Bharat Ratna Sardar Vallabhai Patel falls. This year, we are observing this week from 30th October to 5th of November. The motto of observing this Vigilance Awareness Week is to create a corruption-free society. And the theme for this year Vigilance Awareness Week is Say No to Corruption, Commit to the Nation. As a part of Vigilance Awareness Week, many activities have been conducted in the center. We have conducted competitions for the employees as well as students of VSS Central School on this year's theme. And we have been conducting training programs and invited talk on various topics which are having vigilance angle. With this, I'll now come to my assigned responsibility of welcoming the dignitaries. Our director, Dr. S. Unnikrishnan Nair sir, has taken all steps to ensure greater transparency and accountability in the use of government fund. He ensured fairness in public procurement by way of adequate degree of openness throughout the procurement cycle, promoting competitiveness, effective monitoring, use of e-tendering, etc. He has taken extra initiative for procurement of items through government e-marketing portal and e-procurement, etc. We are honored with you present over today's function, sir. I extend a warm welcome to Director VSSC, Dr. S. Unnikrishnan Nair sir, to this function. We are extremely happy to have with us today former DGP of Kerala, Sri Risha Singh sir, IPS retired, as our chief guest. An IPS officer of 1985 batch, he held several key positions in the Kerala state like Excess Commissioner, Transport Commissioner, Chief Vigilance Officer, KSCB, etc. I extend a special welcome to our chief guest, Sri Risha Singh sir, IPS retired, for today's event. Chief Controller VSSC, Sri Manoj sir, ITS, is also functioning as the Vigilance Officer in the center. He has provided immense support and guidance for organizing all events during this Vigilance Awareness Week. I extend a hearty welcome to Chief Controller Sri Manoj sir, ITS, to this function. I extend a warm welcome to Associate Director Projects, VCMC members, Dr. Adimurthy sir, senior officers, students of VSS Center School, award winners both from VSSC as well as VSSC Space Center School, and officers and staff watching this program online and offline. Once again, I extend a hearty welcome to one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of the organizing committee, I extend a hearty welcome to you as well. May I invite Dr. S. Unnikrishnan Nair, Director of VSSC, to deliver the presidential address.
Sri Rishiraj Singh, IPS, who is a very well-known personality in India, and we are very happy and to have him here for today's talk. So we are saving time to maximize time to be able to give to him because he has got other programs. Anyway, already Sri Anil Kumar has covered the theme as well as the importance of Vigilance Awareness Week, as well as, corruption is something which we can easily define. What is against our conscience, that is corruption. When we do something, there is an inner voice, don't do it, that is corruption. It could be money, it could be using your power or getting service from anywhere. And that undermines our society, and we know that India is also not a very good place in terms of that. Though there is improvement, it is still there. So it's our duty to see that corruption is eliminated to the extent possible. And this week, we again and again tell ourselves the importance of corruption, and then how importance of not having corruption, and how we can take measures and spread the message to the next generation so that it is the best place in our country. So we have with us Rishiraj Singh. You all know him. There is no need for introducing him. He has shown his acumen in many areas. He is from Bikaner in Rajasthan. That place has got two features. One is that one of the two models of biplane used by British, because we are all concerned with aerospace, that biplane is there in Bikaner. So one day we want to go and see that was used during World War I. And world's best riding camels are from that place. That is called the Camel Country. So we are very fortunate to have him with so much of experience, and he is going to share his wisdom with us today. So I am very happy. So I will conclude my presidential speech and leave the stage to Sri Rishiraj Singh. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite Sri Manoj C, Chief Controller VSSC, for the felicitation address.
Respected Director, Dr. Unnikrishnan Nair, today's chief guest, Sri Rishiraj Singh, IPS retired, associate directors who are not present here, my dear colleagues and students of our school. This week is being observed every year to encourage all stakeholders to collectively participate in the prevention and fight against corruption and to raise public awareness. We have already pointed out the theme of this year's Vigilance Awareness Week, which is Say No to Corruption, Commit to the Nation. As in the past, VSSC leaves no stone unturned in this direction. As part of the week, various competitions were organized, and the students of VSSC Central School also have participated. And today we have organized a talk by an eminent personality. I am extremely happy to have in our midst Sri Rishiraj Singh IPS, former DGP Kerala, to speak on the subject, and I am sure that VSSC community will benefit from the interaction. Let me also congratulate our team in VSSC for their efforts in celebrating the week in a befitting manner. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. We are extremely privileged to have with us today Sri Rishiraj Singh, IPS retired, former Director General of Police, Kerala, to grace the occasion. May I invite our chief guest to deliver the talk on the topic, Say No to Corruption, Commit to the Nation.
Respected Srimati L. Parvati, Shri B. Anil Kumar, Dr. Unikrishnan Nair S., Shri Manoj C. ITS, and Shri Sudhakar Babu SR. Ladies and gentlemen, other the faculty members, the VSSC members of this VSSC. I see some CISF officials, children also from Central School. At the outset, let me tell you, nowadays you are in news. Just one incident, that is on 23rd of August, your successful landing of Chandrayaan 3 has made you a star all over the world. Congratulations. I was telling your director that in Kerala, there is a talk now that one of the scientists was telling that immediately after the landing, there is a huge queue of getting admissions for the children who were otherwise thinking to go to the IITs. But now they have, rather than going to IITs, they have given their application for admission for consideration at Regional Engineering College, Srikaryam, Trivandrum. People are fascinated by now the local engineering colleges. When people read Mr. Somanath, he studied from TKM Kollam College, and the remaining of his 6 of the scientists have studied from REC Trivandrum. So people, and no IIT, and hardly less than 1% IIT students from IIT, they study, they work in ISRO. So these things have come as a revelation to the general public. Not only the image and prestige in the eyes of the people have gone up, at the same time, people have started realizing the importance of the local engineering colleges. Now people think that the good education is imparted everywhere. It is up to the students whether they study or not. IIT is not the last word in technology anymore. So that is a very good. Mr. Somanath has been a good friend to me. He was here for many years. So he used to call me for the class. Twice he called me for the speaking against the drugs in Central School. In Thumba, was it in Thumba? He must be in Thumba. And so whenever I used to deliver the class, he quietly will come and join. I said, "Sir, you need not come." No, I want to hear, because, so that was around 5 or 6 years ago. That is one. About the corruption thing, as you know, I was there for 5 years in CBI. And let me tell you, the kind of corruption what we are seeing in places like Maharashtra or especially in Bombay, it is unimaginable. We see newspapers here that in Kerala there is some corruption and all. Believe me, I have been staying in Kerala for last 38 years. So what we see it over here, it is not even 1% what I saw it there in Bombay alone, leave alone the other parts of the country. Now, why corruption in Indian society? We are in the corruption index, we are very, very high. Like corruption-free countries like there are America, Europe, generally European countries, America, they are corruption-free countries. I mean, we go with the Prime Minister's security, I was there, I went to many countries also, you can make out. Corruption may be there, but they don't do it at the expense of the country. Here it is not like that. Here the kind of corruption what we see is that probably they are doing it at the expense of their own department or even for the country. There have been so many scams in the last, 10 years or so, 10, 15 years. Vinod Rai, one IAS officer from Kerala cadre, who later becomes CAG, he wrote a book, Not Just an Accountant. In this, he mentions 6 big scams which he talks about is like 2G scam, Air India scam, coal scam, like that. Commonwealth Games is a scam. So why it is so? As one of the speakers was saying that what is the reason of what are the reason of the corruption? I would say that it is the availability, access to the money. When I was in Bombay, you will be surprised to know that 26 Indian Revenue Service A-class services I arrested when they were taking money from the other people. A-class service, that is the exam which I wrote, which the other IAS, IPS officers wrote, the same exam. He is a class 1 officer of this country, but still they are taking money. So greed and need, there are 2 ways of looking at it. Most of the corruption at this level is of greed-based. Need-based corruption I never saw. I mean, need-based corruption will be there that unless he takes money today, his wife will not be making the food in the evening. It will never happen. Would it happen? No, it will not happen. There are 2-3 ways of corruption which we find in the society as I saw, like TTs, ticket travelers, ticket traveler instructor, TT. Basically it is TTI, but we only call him TT only. Now that is something which with the other person, somehow he wants a seat. TT is not asking, but the other person is just giving in his hand. That is one way of doing the TT. That is one way of the corruption. I can guarantee you check any TT in this country, you will find money more than he should have had. That is one way of the corruption of the TT. Second is like you are assessing somebody's tax details. Now tax details he is supposed to be giving, let us say 50 lakhs rupees. But you tell, so the other person says, sir, if you assess it, let us say only for 10 lakhs rupees or so, I will pay you remaining 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs. That is the corruption which I find done against the basic interest of the country. It is there, these 26 Indian revenue officers, we found them at guilty, and since we advertised a lot, we said them, this is also CVO is here. PCCS is supposed to be a CVO, there is no CVO? Whatever. There is an office of Vigilance office is here. Who is in charge? Yes. I mean, there are many ways by which you are the main hub of activities which should control any possibility of corruption in this office. How can we do that? Let us talk about our own office. How the corruption generates in offices like this. Now, one is, there are 3 to 4 major reasons of the corruption we see the corruption. One is no transparency, no accessibility to the officer, no accountability of the officer. Generally, these are the things which generates, because the work of that person has to be done. If this officer is not doing so, the person, first he tries to talk to the person concerned. This is my work. Suppose you go for your electricity connection or water connection or some land related matter, you go. Nobody listens to. Either people are not there, they don't attend to their offices, or they are delaying it, so that if you delay, then only the other person will give you money or so. These are the basic things which we see. Now, in an office like this, what could be the ground of the office? It will be, naturally, the one ground will be the purchase. Now, purchase, how you can streamline it? In CBI has issued a lot of instructions to all the government of India has made. Government of India has purchase rule book is there. Now L1 system has also come over there. Then now, like in Kerala, now till I was there up to 2013, it had not come. Now electronically, everything is in the computer, and you have to apply. Whoever wants, suppose some, let us say 100 crore rupees things are to be bought, let us say in this office of VSSC. So companies are there online. You put your demand online, then the companies will give whether they can give in, if they can give in how much money or so. So everything is there online. So online, if you make all the purchases, that is one thing you can straightway you can stop this nonsense. Cartelization. What is cartelization? Cartelization is that only a person is working in different names only. Even if, let us say, four companies' names have come online also, but if you make some inquiries, you may find out that all the 4 companies are belonging to the relatives of the main person only. So whoever gets, basically that person is getting it. That is called cartelization. So that you have to find out. To that extent, you have to be very smart. You can take the help of the local police or the special branch. You can find out whether it is a case of cartelization, whether all the 4 people are really entirely different 4 entities or are the same people. So the purchase in the office like this, purchase is a big thing which you have to, you have this problem which, so if you make it online, most of your problems are going to be over, number 1. Number 2, now there are certain things, Government of India might have issued orders that you are supposed to buy the thing from, let us say, DRDO. So the matter is over. No need to call any company or so. So if the other company is government, if the supply is coming from a competitive, good government agency, you can always tell your bosses, that company is making good things, let us go for, there is no need of L1 and L2 or so, let us buy. So if you are making money, if you are making the purchase from a government company, equally fine. But then even if you are taking the things from the government company, the process should be correct. The third is construction. The other day I went to ISER, what do you call that? ISER. They are facing a lot of problems. CBI inquiry, and they are demanding for some CBI inquiries over there. A hostel block has been, it was given to one set of contractors. The contractors happened to be the same people who went to jail in Palarivattam case. Same person. Same person. He says, now he is saying, sir, मैं तो 1 महीना जेल में रह के आ गया, 2 महीने इसके लिए भी रह लेंगे, मेरा पैसा दीजिए. मतलब he is trying to harass them to release remaining 5 crore rupees. 120 crores have already been paid. He wants 134 crores or something. So the director is fighting it out. So these are the two basic places where the corruption can seep in. Purchase and construction. I don't think any other, any other reason of getting worried about it. Third is honey trap. What is honey trap? The ISI, and there are so many enemy countries, there are so many inimical elements in this, in India. The other day, an officer, a senior officer working for DRDO, he was trapped. He was honey trapped. Honey trap means a woman. He wanted, the woman introduced herself as a friend. She was an ISI agent, Pakistan agent, and he has used that woman physically, and a lot of important data have gone. Now he is in jail. Honey trapping is very, very common in the defense setup like this. So we have to be very careful. You have to have an eye on your those people who are working over here. These are the things. You cannot believe anyone. So how do you check the possibilities? How the strangers should not come inside? For that, CISF is there. Then those who are coming inside, these badges are there. Now, how badge is genuine also? People are printing money, 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, and you cannot make out whether the 2,000 rupees is genuine or false. What to talk of these small badge? Anybody can defraud them. So, I will give you a small clue. I don't know whether you are using it. In the SPG, in PM security, we were using 7 security features in this small. Are you using? 7 biometrics were there. Then it went up to 9. So if you see in a infrared or so, you can make out those 9 biometrics. So time has come to introduce those kind of qualities even for your people, those who are working over here, so that it may not be duplicated. I was in SPG in 99 to 2004, 25 years ago. If they were using security parameters, biometric 7 or to 9 at that time, now they must be using 15, 16 or so. So that is one way of having a tight control on your over. How much hard work is being done, and someone, if he lets out your basic security or so, and now the issue of technology is very much in demand. Now everybody wants, Americans are asking. The other day I was reading the interview of Mrs. Somnath, that Americans are after him. ये बताओ how, अरे भाई ने कम पैसे में कैसे भेज दिया वहाँ पे 664 crores. This seems to be some peanuts, I think. They say even the movie Gravity, there is a film called Gravity. Sandra Bullock and what is the actor's name? I have seen that film. The movie is made in 1,000 crores. The budget of total ISRO, the budget of making and landing is 664 crores. So there was a joke. So our Malayalis have come, and they have come and they have helped to the government of India. On Onam day, there was a news. Correct? You can go and see. Then the Onam day, on single day, our people from Kerala, they drank liquor of 764 crores. See their large-heartedness. Our Bandhu sir, Somnath sir, 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 Vishmi Kanda, da pidicho. The number looks very innocuous, 664 and 664. അപ്പോൾ പൈസേൻ്റെ കുറവ് ഇവിടെ ഒന്നുമില്ല സർ, പൈസ ഇഷ്ടം പോലുണ്ട് സാർ അത് പിടിക്കണം വന്നിട്ട്. So this, what I am saying is that the technology is so cheap here, so everybody may try to get it, free with this kind of espionage. So that has to be stopped also. That is one thing. Secondly, the control, how you control the corruption in your office is, you have to see the deviant behavior of your officers who are working over here. Now, in India, as we realize, as I have seen in police, if a person is corrupt and he is making money from the sources, official sources which he should be having, if he is getting money from illegal sources, tendency is that he shows it off. If you are corrupt, if you are illegal gratification you are getting, somebody is paying you more money because you are doing his job also. So then you are getting money in thousands, then in lakhs or so. So what do? Hardly I have ever seen a person being highly corrupt and not showing it off. Generally in India, it happens. That is a human tendency. Then you start showing. How do you show? Those deviant behavior, you should always have an eye on that. What are those deviant behaviors? What we saw in the CBI also, whenever we used to have an information that this person might have indulged in corruption, so then we will start following him. Your job is, you have an office, you can ask your officer to follow someone also. Then what do you look at? You look at certain things. How is his lifestyle? Lifestyle, whether till the other day he was coming, let us say, on cycle or or a two-wheeler or whatever it is, or a second-hand car or so. And you see on one good morning that suddenly he has found out he is coming in Honda City, he has bought a Honda City, or let us say a BMW or whatever, a luxury car he has bought. We can take loan and we can buy it, there is no problem. But all of a sudden, if he has got it, your probe should start from there. He has become, there are so many luxurious clubs are there outside. You see, let me tell you, any club in this country, if you want to have the membership, it will not come in less than 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs rupees membership. And you see, if he is saying, then he will boast, yeah, I have taken the membership of this club, Trivandrum Golf Club or whatever it is. Trivandrum Golf Club membership is 25 lakhs rupees. If you talk about the membership of Golf Club of Delhi Golf Club, the waiting list is almost 25 years and the charges are nearly 30 lakhs. And if someone says that he has taken the membership also, membership people out of the way also, there is some VVIP quota is also there, but the money you have to pay, the time period may be waived off. So that is whether he has taken any membership, who are his friends, whether he is going in the night outside and having parties with the unknown people or parties with those people who are not his colleagues or working over here. That is a point of suspicion. Whether he is coming late, who is picking him up from the office, whether some other people are coming and some other in big vehicles they are coming and taking him, he is going with them. Who are those people? They could be some contractors, they could be some people who may be this estate real agents or so. So These are the things which you can always have an eye. You can start your inquiry and you can find out that he is having, all of a sudden in last 6 months or so, he is having a deviant behavior. So this is the way you can start the work, and then you can make a case. You can always make, there are two types of case. If in CBI, we get the information and we trap them. In your case, you need not trap, but you can always make a case of misconduct. And you can go ahead, he may be transferred out or he may be given explanation or so. Those powers are with you. Now, the officers will demand money in such a manner that sometime the victim, he will come to you. I popularized the name of CBI so much. What I did, I prepared small pamphlets, and put it, I asked my policeman only to paste it in front of the places near the bus stand where the people are waiting for the buses, at the main entrance gate, that if you want to give any complaint about corruption, please dial this number. And I used to give my own number. This was an unheard thing in Bombay. Nobody before in CBI had made any effort about this. But we say, let us make an effort. So we made all over. Then in the TV, we will ask that CBI, if anybody has information, please contact. We started running takers. You know, the news keep going. So there it will say the CBI, for CBI, please contact. So any complaint against the central government employees or office, please contact us. So people started knowing, yes, there is there an office like this? Then nearly 5 to 10 people will come to meet me every day. This is the way we picked up our information. This is the way you can, in this office, at and around, some places outside also, you can put that about corruption, of any corruption matter of the VSSC of this office, please contact. Give your number or your PS number at least. So that is the way you can collect the information. You have to be slightly active in the matter of getting the information. Simply by sitting in the office, people won't come to us. People didn't come to us. In the first 1 year, I just made captain. Then I used to call all the CBOs of all the central government employees. There are more than 300 offices of central government in Bombay alone. So in one go, I was never able. So I used to call 50 each. 50 in the first 2 months, the remaining 50. So like that only for the whole of year, I used to be all the CBOs in once in a year. They used to feel also, they say that sir is calling, he is making so much an effort. And that is, while doing so, I went even to the postal department. I myself went and met all the CMDs of the postal department, postal, revenue, customs, army. There the people came and gave me the information. Imagine, Secretary to the Government of India, Postal Head Department of 1978 batch, heading in the Postal Department of the central part of India, and a lady, a corporator, a lady came, sir, he is asking 2 crore rupees. 2 crore rupees he is asking from me that if you allow, there is a small land is available. Land is a problem in Bombay. Small land is available in the name of Postal Department. So he has told the corporation, you make a mall over there, 20,000 square feet or something, and also in 2,000 square feet you make my office, that is a small post office. She says, sir, this is too much. I mean, nobody can do it. This kind of thing, the cabinet of Government of India has to clear this kind of a project. She says, sir, I cannot tolerate this. So then we took it up. Now, 2 crore rupees is a big amount. So he called that lady to come with the 2 crore rupees somewhere in a Jew hotel, just in front of the gateway of India. He called them, about 2 crore rupees from where? She says, sir, I don't have any money. So you please arrange. We don't have money as such. I mean, we may be having some 5,000, 10,000 rupees of the secret fund or so. So what we did, we went to the children's toys shop. So children play, there is a play money. It's a fake money, but it looks so real. So we told them, you arrange at least 5 lakhs rupees, 10 lakhs rupees. He says, we don't have anything for kids. We have some 2,000, 3,000. I say, no. You go to Bombay, you go to anywhere. Now CBI, everybody is afraid of them. We are only asking to do genuine things only. We want play money, toy money of nearly of this 5 lakhs, or at least 5 lakhs or so. And we took a bag in such a manner that the bag is like this. And the opening is here and opening is very small. So this 5,000 rupees, which real money which we had, we put on the top. Just below we put that toy money. And then below that was only this waste paper and all. What to do? From where to get the money? So he had specifically told that it should be in a big suitcase. So we put it in the suitcase. Now we know that the case is made, he has to touch the money. Money he will not touch because he will just take the suitcase and go away. How to catch him? So then we sat and we say, "Arey bhai, kya kare?" So then a lady officer was there. She says, "Sir, aisa karte hain. That handle, this phenolphthalein powder, we use it. Phenolphthalein powder is white, but if it is put on your hand and if you put in a particular the water, which is saline water, which is also having with some other chemical substance, the moment you put it, it becomes red and your case is made out. That you are supposed to have touched that object, whether it is money or whatever. Since he is not touching money, so lady said that let us put the phenolphthalein powder on the handle itself. So we put it on the handle itself. And then we all sat in that restaurant. We asked everybody, we told the owner, we are all CBI officers. हम ही बैठ गए वहाँ पे, some sat with the tea, some sat with Coca-Cola, everyone, only we are there. And he came there. Then he calls his wife. Now you see the wives, certain habits of wives shopping, how a lady's shopping habit saves her. The wife was busy in some shopping as usual. Said, "Arey, you come here, I want to give you a gift of my life." We are all hearing. So she says that she is far away, Bombay, it's very difficult. I am very far away and I am shopping. What is the matter? Okay. It would have been good had you been here. Anyway, in the night when I will come to home, then I will give. He cuts the phone and then this lady goes, "Have you brought your money?" "Yes, sir, it is a suitcase, is very big and it is lying in my dicky. So you please come and collect it. As a lady, I cannot pick it up." So we were all waiting. So the moment he went, we also moved around. The moment he went and touched, we caught him. "You are under arrest." Imagine, we are talking about here that the money is taken by people because of the need or so. No, he's secretary rank officer and had worked as a principal secretary to one of the ministers in the central government. He is immensely rich, but he just wants to impress his wife that and he might have been taking money even there also. Now he was dismissed from the service. Case is, I don't know whether he has been convicted or so. So, one thing you should realize, perception is stranger than reality. The people whom we think that they are very honest or they are very, they won't do any harm to this or so. It is not like that. Some people may be acting as if they are very conscientious and they are very honest, but they may not be. So, you have to do your homework very, very thoroughly. Otherwise, how you please explain to me how these 26 officers of the first grade, of top grade, all are reasonably well. But this was 2 crore, this was the highest. I caught the Indian Revenue Service people which were taken 5 lakhs rupees, 10 lakhs rupees, 15 lakhs rupees. The ones I called him, now he was handling this, the passport verification. The passport is another thing. Passport is like TT. Whether you, even if you don't want to tape, the person whose passport you have corrected it, some people give out of satisfaction. You will never able to catch them because there won't be any complaint about that. Money given out of satisfaction, it is like gratefulness. So there was a lot of complaints, so we caught him. Then after catching, then they speak. Then they almost like become friends. Because 10-15 days they are with us. So there is a thing called Stockholm Syndrome. Have you heard about it? What is Stockholm Syndrome? Someone? Anybody? Stockholm Syndrome is, even if, suppose you have kidnapped someone, and the person is with you, let us say, for 10 days or so, it may happen so that in 10 days or so, they become friends. He starts telling about his, Tumhari kya problem hai? You listen my problem. They have already caught him. They no, you listen my problem, I say. And it is like the one person is a criminal and the other person is he is a victim. But the moment this kind of talks always start, even so that syndrome is called Stockholm Syndrome. So in this, after 2-3 days, then he will say, then the policeman asked him, the officer, they sir, aapke paas to itna paisa hai, why you do it? Listen to his reply. Yaar, mere ko aadat pad gayi hai. Every day if I do not go home with 5 lakhs rupees, even my wife gets angry. Aaj 5 bhi nahi la paye tum. These are real incidents I am telling you. It's not a joke. I have heard this thing. Then the inspector came and told me, sir, kal raat ko, paas hi, CBI has a problem. They don't have jails. So then the officer, the night duty officer, he sits on he sleeps on the bed and they sleep on the ground. There in CBI custody means you should presume that they must be sleeping on the ground only. We don't have jails. CBI doesn't have jails or officers. So he said, "Arey, साहब आप क्यों करते हैं ऐसे? यार 5 लाख रुपए बीवी डांटती है यार, कहते हैं आज 5 लाख तुम नहीं लेके आए, तुम ये क्या करते हो तुम?" This is the level of corruption in this country, and they are all A1 service 1994 batch officer. So the deviant behavior you have to see. How many SIMs he is having? How many phones he is having? Generally, even to maintain one phone is such a nuisance. And I have seen people with three mobile phones. You can have a genuine doubt if a person, why? Why 3 mobiles? There must be a reason for that, no? That means some agents are calling him. He might have told that, yeah, ye office number, I don't call on this number, call on those numbers. Even two mobile phones, I find it is very, very, it is susceptible to me, if you ask me. Why? Genuinely, even if a private person is calling you and the purpose is good, there is no harm. All along my life, till I was in service, I attended everybody's phone. For me, there is no official phone or private phone. I have only one number. To public also, I have given this number. That is my official number also. So my number, wherever in which office I go, I make that number as for, till I am there, that is my official number. The people, they will have only one number. So that deviant behavior, the more the number of SIM, more the number of phones, you can start having a doubt on that. Then, going to the brothels and having relations with more than the one woman, and that moral side also you have every right to check. Because once a person gets into all this, then there is every possibility that to get more money, and if the people even start saying to let him out some secrets from this office, he won't mind. So his dubious behavior has to be caught and nipped in the bud. That is the lessons which we learn from our CBI days. And a person, it will happen that he did not show his deviant behavior. They will show, it is up to the CBO whether he caught it or not. Then there is a EPBS system. Do you have EPBS system? You know EPBS system? It's a very dangerous thing. How? EPBS. You have a mobile phone. Now everybody has a mobile phone. You have an office phone also, isn't it? I don't know whether these things are there or not. And then there is an EPBS phone also. I even got my own superintendent of police, I was about to catch him, IPS officer. And he was saved. He was saved because he was using EPBS number. Now, for genuine purpose, you will use your mobile phone or you will ask your PA to talk, right? Senior officers. But if you are using, unusually you are using EPBS phone, that means you do not want to let the office as well as his seniors whom he is talking. EPBS phone has a problem. What is that problem? EPBS phone, suppose someone calls, there is a small room somewhere. The phone only comes up to that point only. Let's try to understand, sir. From there, they are giving some 3-digit number, they are giving a connection. So this fellow was demanding money, my officer, on EPBS phone. He will always use EPBS phone. And the others also, he will give a number. They call him on. EPBS will be one number for the whole office. So when we try to, he says, sir, I have paid him money and this is the number on which I have called. So when you make a corruption case, the circular has to be complete. He called, this officer listened, then, so I have to collect that talk. From his phone number I have already taken, and then I have to see whom he has called. Suppose he would have called this officer on his official number or on his mobile number, it was very easy for me, because we were taping it. But he called him on EPBS number. The day on which he claims that he gave the money, they said, I had made him a call. When we tracked down the phone number, it was, the circle could not be made because he had received the call. He had called, but it only received in that small room. And from there, the call was given, that, what do you call, extension. I just couldn't catch him. We had to throw him out of CBI. So that the same thing applies on the other people who are having these 3 phones. If more calls are being made by the person on a general phone, we have to doubt him. This is the way, and more SIM cards. I arrested one IRS officer who had 9 SIM cards. There is another case that is not a corruption case. For some time I was heading, my director asked me, that is for some jokes apart, that is for just to lighten the mood. A murder took place in Bhopal, and one MLA was being suspected. Finally, it was a very strange murder. It was being done by It was being done by his wife who was suspecting him also. She arranged the gundas from UP, and finally the CBI cracked the case and it was those people. But initially people were suspecting this MLA who had a very royal class of life. So when we were investigating him, we found, I personally saw he having 26 SIM cards. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, L, M, N, O, X, Y, Z. And the beauty is, all 26 SIM cards were the initial numbers of his 26 girlfriends. Can you beat it? You say, yes sir, I have. Why are you doubting? Only because of this you are doubting me. Yes, I have money. I come from good phone. I have friends, lady friends also. But the beauty was, A was some Asha, something, B was something else, C was something else. So you can always have, but who will do all these things? Only those people will have, they have sufficient money. This was his objective. But the 9 phone, the 9 SMSs, if the 9 SIM card which this officer was having, so because all the agents were calling, he has said not too many agents should call on one number. So he say, yaar, aap is number pe phone kariye, aap is number pe. So 9 phones, 9 cards, 9 SIM cards also. If you doubt that a person is having more than 1 or 2 SIM, having more than 2 SIM or 3 SIM or so, he cannot be a straightforward person, let me tell you. 3 phones, I have seen doctors having 3 phones, understandable. But an official having 3 phones, I mean, why? Luxurious life, drinking, a person who was never drinking, he starts drinking. Let me tell you, in this country, no one drinks with his or her money. Assumption വേണ്ട സ്വന്തം പൈസ കൊണ്ട് ആരും ഈ ലോകത്തിൽ കുടിക്കുന്നില്ല. സംശയമുണ്ടോ? It will never happen. The money, the liquor will be enjoyed only at somebody else's money. India in the rule. This I have seen of last 37 years. Somebody else is paying for him. You have to just find out who is paying and why he should pay. These are the ways you can tighten up this office. That is the CBO's job. They should be afraid of you. Ayyo, Manoj Kumar sir, ayyo, poor. Dear me. That feeling you should bring. Only then we will call you as, now you are only VO only. You should be like a CBO. Mr. Unnikrishnan should raise his post, CBO. Tamasha, because you are dealing with the country's top secrets. This is very important. Had it been some a revenue officer's money also, whether that was not a taking money, just assessing less. Where 50 lakhs he is not assessing, he is assessing, let us say, for 10 lakhs or so and taking 5 lakhs rupees. Country's security is not at stake. But here, country's security, already we had already had, now the whole case was false or so, but how much headache for the officers and all. ISRO case and all, 1994. I was a DCP here. Such a nuisance. If the CBO would have been smarter, all could have been avoided. That is the way I feel. Transparency is very important. Who is coming, why he is coming. Now, even it may be, even if very unfortunately, even the CBI director was arrested by CBI. CBI director was arrested by CBI. So, how he was caught? The government of India, the IB was searching, IB was suspecting some local disgruntled elements. IB was taping their phones. While taping somebody else's phone, it so happened that those people were paying money to CBI director also. Now, how CBI director was caught? CBI director was caught that there is a rule in CBI that whoever comes to CBI director's house, his name is written in a register. That made him to, that made him, because that register was the CBI, then they searched the register and found out this officer frequently coming to his house also. So whoever comes to this building has to be, somebody has to take his, you need not go for taking photo and all. Raw office, I used to go to meet Mr. Hormes Teragan. Oh, they are so secretive. They were taking my photos and all. I say, sir, what is this? It is a security agreement. They said, next time I will not meet you. You feel like a criminal and somebody is taking your photo. I have just come to just meet him for 2 minutes, just like that. That extent you need not go, but whoever has come, either his vehicle's number or his identity or his telephone number should be taken. Whoever is going out, when the person came, even the RAW have you been to a RAW office? If you are, somebody has called you, let us say he should be one of the employees, number one, that's why you are there. So somebody will receive you over there. Nowadays if you go to Delhi, is almost all offices there, somebody will come to receive you. Your talk is over, then he will come and you see you off. If you cannot do that much, some system you should make that the person is not, suppose he has been allowed to from the main gate and while reaching up to your office, he is loitering here, there, nobody is having any check on him or so, that is also dangerous. Are you doing it? If you are not doing, please start doing it. He has no business to even enter in any rooms other than your room. Anybody can come. We should not go to the extent that we are not allowing anyone to, any of your friend or your even children or suppose whoever comes also. But there is a way, you create a way for that. Don't harass these CASF fellows for that. Our duty, their duty is, you see, we all have there is a charter of duty for all of us. That should be your person. Maybe your PA. Or there are people, no, in your office, whoever has come. Or you can designate 2 persons that whoever will come, they will go, bring him, and they will take him back up to the main gate or so. So these are the things out of your experience. When you are not following the rules, take for example, the case of Commonwealth corruption. It was allotted to Government of India 2003, 7 years in advance. At that time, the cost was only 132 crores. And what was the cost when it was finally held? It is a classical case of corruption. 132 crores is almost like 2,400 crores. Some nearly 25 times more money. People just made it. The MPs, Suresh Kalmadi and whole Suresh Kalmadi type people had to go to jail. CBI had to put them in the jail. A minister. I mean, nobody is bothering about anything. Nobody is asking whether there is it is a L1 thing, whether they have called 3, whether they have, it had been taken 3, what do you call? 3 quotations have been called, nothing. It was a pure loot. 2G scam. 2G scam, the minister's PA will not inform anyone. And they took money from 7 or 8 agents and they opened the deal before the 7 days before when they were supposed to open. Read that book, not just an accountant. And people made money. Raja was there in jail for 2 years. Some people are still remaining in the jail. IAS officer one, HS Gupta and all. HS Gupta was went to jail in coal scam, 2G scam. Kannibudi was in jail for 1.5 years. In coal scam, one Dilip Ray, minister was there, he is, I think, still in the jail. And it all started from the very, very small things which could have been detected when this all, the coal scam. Coal scam means not a single piece of coal has moved from that place, and people have made thousands of crores of rupees. On paper, this coal stock, it is, there were so many people, even Jindal went to jail in that matter. Naveen Jindal or someone, he was there in the jail. Big officers, big ministers went to the jail in that. This is yours. This rock of coal is yours. On paper, nothing is moving. You can ask that why, when nothing moved outside, then how it became a crime. You should ask this question. Nobody asked these questions. Half of the CBI said that no crime happened since the main thing never moved out of it. No. Where the crime happened? Then these people, the government of India asked them that since you guys have taken everything is given to you. In the next coming 5 years, how much you will generate? So they say we will generate this much megawatt. He say I will generate this much megawatt. By believing these people, schemes were made. And since they didn't do anything to that extent, the government of India had to lose the face because that method of generation could not be possible, and that affected the production. So it was a cheating on the whole of nation. That's why people have gone to jail. And if the simple laws of L1, L2, L3 would have been taken care of, even the ministers will not have been possible. It will not have been possible for the ministers to do any hanky-panky about it. Officers will finally in these unusual cases only, these are the 2 cases only where the ministers have gone to jail. Otherwise, only the official goes to jail. Because nobody signs anything anywhere. That's another problem. You see the minutes of the cabinets, of the state cabinets or any cabinet, nothing is signed. It's a cabinet decision. Cabinet decision can be anything. Then the chief secretary comes out of the meeting and he signs everything. And then finally the government changes and they start inquiries. Then finally whoever has signed, they go to jail. So we have to be, on paper, you have to be very, very pakka. So this corruption, if you want to rule it out in the construction business as well as in, you have to see even if someone has won, let us say L1, you have to see their history. How these Palarivattam people went to jail. Those who are not from this state, Palarivattam is a place name where a bridge came down immediately after the construction was over. These people went to jail, engineers went to jail. The one Goel, he's from some UP or so, he is the owner of that company, he went to jail. Why? Because they have used, with the connivance of the engineers, engineers were supposed to see the purity of the material, they have not seen, they have used in place of cement or in place of this, M sand or so, they have used just soil. So who will go to jail? So, these are the ways by which your office, e-office, then you have to make your office as e-office. Paper, you have to finish paper. Norway is the only country in the world where they, as a policy, they have removed the paper to be used for writing is finished. I had been to Norway. This I read in the newspapers, but we have seen it. Everybody has been given iPad. A child is given an iPad in the first class till he is supposed to keep it. Then everything he is supposed to have on the iPad till he passes all his education. They say that the use of paper is the basic reason for the cutting of the trees. That is their thinking. But paper is also one of the reasons for your delay. A delay invites corruption. All your office has to be e-office. Paper should not be seen. Kerala police has already started doing it. We have a system, apps. integrated administrative police service or something, in which in the last 2 years of my service, I will not see any file. Everything will come, the file will be generated, the file will be reduced into e-file, and an e-file will come before me. Okay, sir, the file, even in file what we were doing, we were never reading the whole file, no? We were only reading the last comment written by the AO, administrative officer, or the ADGP. Suppose I am a DGP, they say this is the matter and you have to take this decision. But what the system has done, they have, all files have been, by typing, have been introduced, have been converted into e-files. And the last line, those 2 lines are there. Either I will say yes or no, and if I have any doubt, then I will send the file back. These informations are required. If you make your office e-office, only then there is a possibility of this office having. Otherwise, the same thing, there won't be any transparency. E-office, how are you talking among yourself? You have to create a LAN in your offices. You know LAN? Every office should have a only talk. Even if a leave application is to be given, it should be given on computer. You write on your computer, it goes to your boss on computer. Boss sign yes on computer, you read it in your own computer, a record is made. For that, you have to create sufficient capacity of system where all these things are saved. You have to buy some space in cloud, because suppose something happens to that, after all these are machines, suppose the machine is destroyed, so all your record is, so for that you have to put it somewhere in e-cloud or something. This is the way this office can be made corruption free. It's a small office. So with these words, after seeing my own experience, let me tell you, people don't take money because they need it, number one. They take money because some of them are greedy, some of them don't know why they are taking, some of their families are compelling them. You will always see an officer's wife, this kind of officer's wife will be, she will be boasting about, her husband's getting more money, more than an officer. Then you can find out from your sources among your women, the officials, no? How is his wife? Has she bought some more gold ornaments more than you? Yes, sir. Sir, you will get a hell of an information. If they are buying gold ornaments or whatever, a car, a gold ornaments, or a new house, in India, you can never make, I don't have a house so far, do you know that? I have got ancestral property, that's a different thing. My father, he is no more, so it has come in my name, I am the only son. I have not constructed those. I have 2 properties there in Rajasthan that I have inherited. My father, grandfather, they made it. I couldn't make a house. An IPS officer, if he is not able to make a house, means house costs money. Maybe I may not be having money. But if you see your junior officers just constructing or buying a flat in Trivandrum, no flat is available less than 1.5 crores. Is it available? No. Some of the officers are searching, they say no, sir. So if all of a sudden he has bought a flat, all of a sudden he has bought a luxurious car, all of a sudden his wife has bought a lot of the gold ornaments, for which they will boast of, I can tell you for sure. So the moment they boast of, get after him. Because by catching these people, before they do further damage to the office, it is better if you catch them simply by their deviant behavior, before they are going for a much more worse harm to the office. We can stop corruption if we do, these simple things only. Making your office paperless, making your office e-office, having a tight control, whoever is coming, access control, whoever is coming, who is going, and then the deviancy, if any, on the part of your employees. Because you are answerable to the government of India, you are answerable to the VSSC comes under the Defense Ministry. Oh, Prime Minister. Your minister is Prime Minister. You have to be very careful. Because the country's secrets are at stake. I won't say all these things of the CVO of an IRS office in Bombay. Secrecy of the country is not, as I told you, assessing 10 lakhs rupees less is okay. We will accept that. But we will not able to accept where the secret, as Mr. Somanath says, the Americans are after his life. They are asking that how cheaply you made this, please tell us. How did you go over there? It was in newspaper. We know how he made. Suppose that secret is given out for 1 crore rupees or 2 crore, they will pay anything. So then what is, so whatever our supremacy is there in this field is compromised. With these words, I come to an end. It was a lovely session, and I am thankful. I have already spoken to in one of the, in ICER. And ICER, they had called me for this VSSC, this Vigilance Week lecture, and this is my second week. And we are again, the services of the VSSC, the services particularly of the space scientists, which all started by our Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir, and now this department, VSSC and ISRO, they are sister concerns, right? Both are sister concerns? ISRO and VSSC? VSSC is under ISRO. But, okay. And then there is third organization also, no? That Bangalore thing. What is that called? That is headquarters. So they are all sister concerns also. So their secrets are in your hands. And not only you, the others are also should ensure that nothing bad happens simply because simple observation was not carried out. And the last, before I forget, CCTVs. This building is every room, everywhere it should be under CCTV. There is no doubt about it. Even at the back, the main 4 walls, towards that side also. That is, in the main important buildings in Delhi, not only we see inside, the CCTV, one lead should be seeing the other side. Because now there is a new trend has come, which has come in the schools and schools and jails, that people are throwing things from outside. However, you may be standing with your gun and everything, if something has come, somebody has thrown something from outside, then what do you do? So we found out 2 solutions for that in jail. I raised dog squad for that. So at least once in a daytime, that dog should be taken around also, and if something suspicious has been thrown when we were sleeping or whatever. That is one way of doing it. And one is having the lead outside. So we, even sitting inside our office, we should see what is happening near your wall, the other side. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your service experience with VSSC community, sir. Once again, thank you. Thank you very much, sir. May I now request our chief guest to accept our memento as a token of our delight and respect for being a part of this event. I request our director VSSC to present the memento to our chief guest. We now move on to the prize distribution for the winners of the competitions organized as part of Vigilance Awareness Week 2023. Essay writing and elocution competitions were conducted for the students of VSSE Central School. The award carries prize money and certificate. May I request our Director of VSSE to come forward and do the honors. The winners of the Hindi essay writing competition. First prize goes to Kumari Sasha Swati of class 10th. Second prize goes to Master Rahul Pandey of class 11th. Third prize goes to Kumari Aditi Sharma of class 10th. The winners of the Malayalam essay writing competition. First prize goes to Master Abraham S. Sam of class 10th. Second prize goes to Kumari Abhinami A.S. of class 11th. And third prize goes to Master Advait S. of class 11th. Thank you, sir, for doing the honors. May I request our chief guest to do the honors. The winners of the English elocution competition. First prize goes to Kumari Surabhi Chowdhury of class 12th. Second prize goes to Kumari Tejal Anthony of class 10th. And third prize goes to Kumari Aditi Sharma of class 10th. Cartoon competition was conducted for the employees and trainees of VSSE IASU. The award carries prize money and certificate. The winners of the cartoon competition, first prize goes to Srimati Sri Priya KJ, Senior Assistant Establishment Section. Second prize goes to Sri Sharat Kumar VS, Senior Assistant Establishment Section. And third prize goes to Sri Ashutosh Singh, Catering Supervisor, CNGHS. Thank you, sir, for doing the honors. May I now invite Sri Sudhakara Babu, Senior Administrative Officer, Vigilance Section, to propose vote of thanks.
Respected Director Unnikrishnan Nair, sir. Respected Chief Controller Manoj, sir. Today's guest of honor, Rishiraj Singh, sir, IPS, Senior at PJ, VCMC members, award winners, and dear colleagues. I am privileged to be here today to propose vote of thanks in this program. Director VSSE has given immense support and administrative approvals for conducting this program. I place on record our sincere gratitude to sir. Today, we are delighted with the presence of the eminent personality, Rishiraj Singh, sir, IPS. He has delivered an informative and inspiring talk to prevent corruption, narrating his experiences, especially when he was in CBI. We are extremely thankful, sir, for accepting our invitation and delivering a motivational speech. Chief Controller is also the Vigilance Officer of VSSE, and he is the driving force behind the vigilance activities in the center. He patronized today's function, and I express sincere gratitude to sir also. Senior Head PJ has given all guidance and support to schedule today's function. Thank you, sir, for your kind support and valuable guidance. We gratefully acknowledge the services of judges in various competitions held as part of Vigilance Awareness Week, officials of Network Group, TTDG, Transport Division, CMG, Accounts, Computer Division, Canteen, Library, VSSE Central School, and CASF. I thank Srimati Parvati of Chief Controller's Office for invocation and Srimati Parvati Rajan of CHSS section for comparing the program. I also acknowledge the untiring efforts taken by the staffs in Vigilance section and also Shri Bibin of DLS in executing the activities of Vigilance Awareness Week. Finally, I thank each one of you for your gracious presence, which made this function a grand success. Thank you all once again.
Now we have a special presentation. Our chief guest will present his book, Vaiga Mumbai, to Director VSSE. This book was authored in Malayalam by our chief guest, Rishiraj Singh, sir. This campaign and the ongoing Vigilance Awareness Week aim to instill and reinforce the principles of integrity, transparency, and accountability in public governance, taking a strong stand against corruption. Remember, your commitment to integrity contributes to the strength of the nation. Let's pledge to make Vigilance Awareness Week 2023 a milestone on our endeavor to achieve clean and efficient governance. Thank you all for gracing the occasion.